where can we find good Christian art today? The good art that is made by Christians is found, in my experience, outside of the church. There are exceptions to this. Again, when you have pastors that do engage with the artists in their congregation, in their community, there are rich examples all over the globe. And you'll find individual pastors that will be intentional about it, perhaps because they're artists themselves or grew up, in an artistic environment. But by and large, this is not the case. And you'll find rich expressions outside of the church. I think of the Estonian composer Arvo Pärt. I think of the French composer Olivier Messiaen. Now, Messiaen was an organist in the same church in Paris for 60 years, La Trinité. But many of the works that he composed were for the concert hall. And they were very theologically based, very rich this way. But also you can think of the painter Mako Fujimura, who is, shown in professional galleries all over the world. And it's, we as Christian artists, we live with the desire to be true followers of Jesus, which means that we must be stewards of the gifts that are given to us, and we live intentionally that way. When it intersects with the church, it's a beautiful thing, but otherwise, I think we view ourselves as and our artistic expressions as being salt and light. A lot of the things that the way I approach the programming that I do and the programs that I create is with the idea of loving my neighbor as myself. An example of that is our Lakota Music Project, which is a side-by-side program with the orchestra and Native American musicians, with the idea of addressing racial prejudice through the sharing of music. It's not overtly religious, but it does have a basis in loving my neighbor as myself. And the relationships that are built there open up the possibility of deeper sharing. Not just with the natives, but also with my own orchestra, members of my own orchestra. They experience this close connection, which is something totally other than what we're trained to do as classical musicians. But to enter into this kind of work where we're actually trying to understand, create understanding and between different cultures, becomes an act of worship in itself, and opens up, greater possibilities.